I would like to open by saying a little something personal about myself, because that's a thing that comedians do. They come out on stage, they say something personal, to create the illusion of an intimate experience between the two parties involved. Those two parties being myself, the comedian, and you, the collective sea of flesh, just writhing in expectation. Little something about myself. I am bisexual. And that is the only thing I have in common with Harry Styles. Yep, that's it. Jacob Jackman and Harry Styles are just two bisexual individuals just independently out in the world doing their own thing, Harry Styles, former frontman of One Direction. Jacob Jackman once peed in his kitchen sink because he didn't want to walk all the way to the bathroom from the living room couch. Harry Styles, pop sensation. Jacob Jackman probably could have paused the movie he was watching before he got up to pee, but Speed 2 was at a really climactic moment, and it turns out if you just turn the volume up on the TV, you can hear it from the kitchen over the sound of urine trickling down the sink. Harry Styles, billionaire, sells out stadiums. Jacob Jackman. There are actually more germs in the kitchen sink than there are on a toilet seat, so that's a fact. That's a scientific basis for my lack of shame. Nobody else was home, it was a victimless crime. What I'm trying to say, Harry Styles came out as bisexual about a year ago, and was applauded and celebrated by the LGBT community, and it was good. I understand the importance of representation. I just don't think Harry Styles represents me, the kind of person that I am. And I said this to a friend of mine, and she immediately got so defensive of Harry Styles. She goes, "Oh, Jacob, no, Jacob, Harry Styles is an icon, okay? He's a bisexual icon, Jacob. Jacob, Harry Styles is a bi icon." And at that point, I kind of had to chime in, and I said, "I got to stop you right there. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Bitcoin." I would know. Do you know anything about Bitcoin? Do you know anything about Bitcoin? I assumed by that whistle that you did. Moving on. I had someone come up to me after a show recently, and they said, "Hey man, I just wanted to say, I don't care what everyone else says about you. I thought you were great." Kind of feels like I'm missing out on half the conversation there. One, what kind of sordid rumours are being spread about me behind my back? And two, why don't you care? I forget what that says about me as a person. What does that say about you and your integrity? Like, where do you draw the line? Like, hey man, did you hear about Jacob Jackman? He's into some pretty weird stuff, yeah. I heard he's got a pair of pig testicles surgically grafted to his nipples, yeah. Old pig nipple Jackman, that's what they call him. Oh man, I don't care about that. He made me laugh at a thing once, yeah. He's not so bad. I mean, Jacob Jackman, I don't care if he's got 3 separate counts of vehicular manslaughter to his name for running over a nun, a baby, another different nun. I really liked the way he opened with that bisexual stuff, it felt intimate. I don't care if Jacob Jackman profiteered off the Iraq War for a number of shell companies selling military weapons to violent factions in the Middle East. He's a bi icon. The plot twist of that joke is that Harry Styles actually did all of those things, so he's a monster. I'm going on record saying this because we're filming it. I'm recording it for future posterity, so generations like 100 years from now will watch this clip and they'll think to themselves, "Who's Harry Styles?" Guys, you've been excellent.